It's about that time. Let's go. Welcome to the Clubhouse. This is Velas Weekly Digest. Every Wednesday, make sure that the time's set. Everything blockchain news on the day-to-day. Velas here to tell you, Shirley, take it away.
Hello everybody, I am Sirli Valge, and on behalf of our team, welcome to the Velas Weekly Blockchain Digest. I am joined by my co-host Pavel Yakovlev. He's a blockchain ecosystem builder and a managing partner at Anchor Strategy. And our guest tonight is Roman Vassilyev, who is Chief Commercial Officer at Zed Union, which is the largest IT holding company in Russia, and as well AI partner for Velas on the research side and also on the simulation side. And Zed Union specializes not only that, but also in big data, VR, AR, AI, and machine learning. And Roman is joined by his colleagues Robert Vassilyev, Vladislav Amelin, I don't know if he's joining, but Nikita Romanov. And gentlemen, welcome to the show. And maybe you want to
You guys are all muted. Yeah, maybe you want to introduce yourself.
Okay, let me introduce myself. Thank you for introducing for you, Sherry. Yes, we're just the team of engineers who just create some solution based on machine learning and deep learning technologies. And a time ago, about maybe 2 years ago, maybe one, just start to mix it with blockchain technologies that we create some solution by use machine learning and deep learning and blockchain for the Velas project, for the AI DPoS consensus. We speak about it later, a little bit later. But in general, just create some recommendation system that can create some parameters for blockchain for make it more strong, more security, and something like that. Thank you.
Nikita, Roman, do you want to add something about Zed Union generally? No? Okay. So let's start as we usually start.
This is a tough crowd. We got a tough crowd, folks. I mean, we need to start moving a tiny little bit. Nikita, Roman, please engage with us. I think it's really cool to hear what you guys are working on. So yeah, share some of your experiences.
So, let me introduce myself. I'm this guy what developed a simulation system for AI DPoS. So with Alexander and Timofey, so our employers, together, so we implemented hardware and software well.
Can I add quickly for those who don't know what is AI DPoS? We're speaking about artificial intuition delegated proof of stake consensus algorithm is AI DPoS.
Can somebody please explain this to me and explain it to me like I'm 12? I really want to understand it a bit better.
It's a delegated proof of stake consensus which is empowered and enhanced by artificial intuition. And artificial intuition, it's like a marketing term for artificial intelligence that is decentralized. In layman terms.
Got
Maybe
it.
Nikita, Roman want to add?
Yeah, let's hear it from the experts.
Yeah.
In general, it's right. Yes. Nikita, can you speak some addition?
Well, idea is simple. So for usual blockchains, we have static parameters what make it at the beginning of blockchain. So we decided to adapt these parameters to environment. So our main idea just change change inner parameters of blockchain. So from time to time, well, first of all, we want to improve TPS, transactions per seconds, and the second major challenge is to improve security. So we're trying at each second, we are trying to leverage between these two major metrics, and well, at the danger moment when some hackers trying to defeat our system, we're trying to protect blockchain and decrease TPS at the safe time. We are trying to increase TPS, number of transactions, and that's the main idea.
Anyone else wants to add?
In general, we create just blockchain guardian, that can to make our blockchain, for example, Velas blockchain, was maximum effective maximum effective situation. In general, we have, as it said Nikita, three different targets. It's TPS, it's security, and it's drop rate parameters that we optimize from time to time, from epoch to epoch. Do you understand, Pavel? Maybe you have some question.
No, that's so thank you so much. It's beyond my grasp what you guys are working on, but this is why we have the show. It's we'll go deeper into things, and yeah, looking forward to our discussion.
Yeah, so we usually start our Clubhouse stream with the Bitcoin price discussion, but since the last few days Bitcoin has been experiencing a deep correction, I am curious to learn what do our guests think about the Bitcoin price and where it will land in the coming months. Maybe you have developed some AI tools to predict the market, or what is your opinion on the Bitcoin price development, Nikita, Roman, and Robert?
And if you have developed those tools, could you please share them with us?
It's a strong question, but on our work we just use Solana blockchain and PostDAO blockchain. How we can to make some influence into the cost of into the cost of Bitcoin. It's a really hard question, but in general we just trying to improve on the technical parameters of the blockchain. For example, it's our main goal.
And do you have any price predictions for Bitcoin, for Ethereum? Where do you think it's going to go? Or you're not a crypto holder or a trader, for that matter?
We're a crypto holder, but not trader. Yes, just we don't know how our how Bitcoin can what's the price of Bitcoin in future. We don't know.
Okay, so
So
let's turn it around a bit. So if
yeah.
at what price point would you sell all of your Bitcoin? I think this is a really good, indicator.
Per a month.
Are you just holding it and you don't expect it to go anywhere? Or what do
Holding
you
it
think
into
by the end
infinity.
of this year, let's say, to narrow it down? Or by the end of the bull run?
We just hold our bitcoins in our wallets, so we're not trading something because it's really dangerous for us, because we're just a developer, not a businessman or something something for trading is too hard for us. We just hold them.
But you don't have any prediction What will happen by the end of this year? Is it 100,000, 200,000 per Bitcoin?
I don't know. Really, I don't know. Maybe 10,000, maybe 5,000,
No one
maybe
knows.
1,000. It's a difficult
Oh
question,
wow.
really, for us.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Downturn predictions. Okay, so let me counter with this. I am still super bullish despite everything that has happened in the last 2 weeks, and despite the fact that Elon was shitposting. And what I also read recently is now we know why he has been doing what he's been doing is because he is promoting his core competence, his core business, which is energy. And now we're seeing all these different talks about Bitcoin mining going more green, which some people say it's a bit of a flawed approach because you are looking for the best, the cheapest and best electricity connection. And then that kind of defeats the purpose. Right. So, and in terms of pricing, my prediction still stays the same. Bitcoin at 250,000 and ETH at 10,000 by the end of this year, maybe bull run. And I'm also seeing that we have Jesse, we have Taui with us in the audience, and yeah, maybe Taui wants to throw out his prediction because I think we're similar, but I'm curious to see whether he's he's within the similar yeah prediction as I am. Taui, you want to come up?
He might be recording, so I'm not.
Okay.
He might be not able to. But anyone else, if you have any predictions, then feel free to raise your hand and come join us in the audience, from the audience to the speaker list.
Cool.
Well, I'm also pretty bullish, as you said, close to these prices, and this shortfall didn't change my forecast for the end of this year.
And
Which
you're
is like
super bullish, as you told
100,000.
me. As you told me over the weekend, you're very bullish on Velas as well.
Yeah, of course. But I cannot share everything. All right.
No, that's good. That's good. You got to prop up. You got to prop up your own book, right? So that's important.
Roman. Okay, Roman dropped off. Nikita, Robert, where do you see big data intersect with blockchain technology? Besides adding security, increasing the transaction throughput, do you see any other use case? How the big data and AI and machine learning can help the distributed ledger technology?
I can give some words about it. About it, we just wait. We just see another direction, two different direction. It's AI for blockchain and blockchain for AI. About first AI for blockchain, it's of course used some algorithms recommendation system for consensus algorithm like I DPoS into our project. About second part, it's blockchain for AI. It's some work, some projects that based on distributed uh, uh, about cloud computing, about cloud inference that we can use uh, our nodes, blockchain nodes, for sorry. Um, we can use the power of nodes of the blockchain to train some neural network algorithms like Amazon Cloud, or Google Cloud, Google Colab, and to create some solutions, some service by use cloud computing. So it's two different parts that we're trying to create into the Velas ecosystem.
Thank you. And how do you
Very
see
cool.
it develop over time? Do you think it will be finally utilized sooner or later?
Could you repeat, please?
And how do you see this combination, how it will develop over time? Will it be utilized sooner or later? or will it be in the research phase for another year, like 5 years, or what is the time frame?
Of course, it's fundamental research and fundamental technologies about, for example, about the first part, about DPoS. Exactly. We just maybe on the next month we just publication some scientific article and to explain how we did it, how we do it, and how we will do it into the next stage, next milestones. I think it will be very interesting for us, for community.
Yeah, I wanted to announce it in the end, but yeah, so we will release these research documents on the blockchain and AI
Sure.
combination in the upcoming months, and it will be definitely very interesting for people. We will release them in scientific form and as well as more easy read form. Does anyone else wants to ask a question from the audience to the AI team? Feel free to ask anything, or from me and Pavel. Pavel, do you have any questions to the AI team?
No, I think, shall we just move forward?
Okay. Yeah, where to?
Yeah. No, I think, one of the things that I'm particularly interested in, and the guys I've seen, there was a very interesting documentary on Russian YouTube about what makes some of the folks out of Eastern Europe great at tech, and why there's almost like a convergence of great tech talent and in some of the Eastern European countries. And I'm curious to learn, what do you guys think? I mean, you work in this, high tech, deep tech, AI, ML space, and I'm sure that you're working alongside some of the most brilliant minds. But why do you think there's this concentration in this particular part of the world?
Robert, Nikita, why do you think the Eastern Europeans are brighter minds in this field? Hello?
I'm sorry,
I'm
give me
still
one more
here.
time and just sorry, about 5 minutes and I will continue. 3 minutes, sorry.
Okay. Roman, Nikita?
They don't want to comment. They don't want to. That was such a compliment which took them
Okay.
speechless. Okay, Tawi has raised his hand. Cool.
There
I
you go.
hope we get Tawi's price prediction.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey,
I'm here for the
Towie.
price. What's up, guys?
Oh,
What's up,
you.
everybody? I heard you needed
Yeah.
space, so I thought I'd come in with a price prediction. Let you guys know where we're going to be at in about 3 months. Don't worry, we still got laser eyes. We're going to be at about 120K. Don't worry.
In
Yay.
Per
3 months,
Bitcoin.
end of summer. Is that
For
what
No,
you
my
think?
no,
We're
end
gonna
of
be?
birthday.
summer, we're going 120K. And then by the end of the year, blow off top, we're looking at about 220. But you're going to want to get in real quick, dump that. It's going to come back down to about 90,000.
90,000 is
Hold
still good.
on.
Yeah, we're gonna be leveled out about 90. How's everyone doing?
Very good.
Great.
Glad you're with us with your energy.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
We're here. I'm always here. I'm always here. Amped. Want to hear more about AI? Let's do it.
The AI team is rather silent people. They're more into action, I guess.
Building robots, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Over there
Exactly.
building robots. Heck
Taking
yeah.
us to space.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. You guys excited about everything opening up? How do you guys feel about all the conventions? Well, I'm actually going to head out to the, me and Jesse, the Coin Bros, we're going to go to the Miami Blockchain Week here in like a
No
couple weeks.
way.
Yeah. So
Cool.
we're going to be repping Velas hard, man. We're going to be repping it hard.
Yeah, I
I was,
saw the speaker lineup. I was
It's
thinking about
amazing.
coming over.
why don't you? You guys should come.
We cannot.
It's
We're banned.
crazy.
We need to be 2 weeks Schengen in order to get into the US.
Oh, man. I might have to just
Yeah,
smuggle you.
yeah, it's super tight.
We could catch a boat. A lot of people sneak in on boat. We could just boat you in.
Hello, Georg.
Just like it used to
Hello,
be
George.
at the turn of the century. Hey, George.
Hey, just wanted to say I was on the Zoom call today with the Brits, very close to negotiations about easing up on these COVID travel restrictions. Now, don't quote me and don't book any tickets, but my information is that they're very close to actually announce that the UK has a sort of like a unilateral agreement with the EU, and they're also trying to open up the corridor between the transatlantic one between London and New York. So maybe there will be a possibility to travel very, very, very soon. But don't quote me.
Yeah, but flying over London, it's like another 6 hours. So I thought I checked the direct flights. They were, I don't know, 15 hours at least. So
Is that on the U.S. side that they're making everyone quarantine, or is that on your
No,
end?
Yeah.
I spoke to some people in the aviation industry, and they're literally on their toes because they want to get their birds up in the air as soon as possible. So it actually came from that sort of corner. But in the end, it's going to be the dumb politicians that have to decide it.
That's always good, huh? It's always
Yeah,
good when politicians take over.
no.
And the thing
Yeah.
is, I mean, Miami BTC is just one of these. I only had two for 2021, and one of them is Miami BTC, and the other one is Token 2049 in November in Asia, and that's it. Everything else is just not that interesting. So I'm really bummed out. I'm not going to Miami.
Yeah, well,
This next week.
Yeah, it's like next week. Me and Jesse will be there, so we'll be the feet on the ground for the Velas team. So if you guys need anything or want us to do anything out there, we're going to be filming, trying to get some interviews. We got a yacht party we're going to be going to, and yeah,
wow,
it should be
sounds
fun.
jealous.
Yeah, we'll be out there. It's going to be a good time. I was hoping to get a few more Velas shirts so I could rock them hard out there, but I might just have to make one.
Send it directly to Miami.
Yeah, send it to Miami. Yeah, it'd be perfect. Cool, guys. All right, I'm gonna hop off.
Thanks
but yeah,
so much.
Yeah. Don't worry, guys. 220K Bitcoin still. Laser eyes. You got this.
Laser eyes and diamond hands. That's what we got from Taui. Georg, what's your prediction?
I don't know. I don't have a prediction. If you say 220, I'm very happy.
I'm sure you would be.
I don't know. I see it from an analyst point of view, so I see it a bit differently. But I'm going to pass on this one.
No one wants to take the responsibility.
It's just a prediction. I mean, we're not going to hold you to it, so
Yeah.
it's not like you have to
Actually,
sign and go.
Yeah,
it's not a futures market where you.
I think Ether is going to go higher than what you say, but I'm only basing it on sort of analytical sort of from the normal asset classes kind of way of seeing things. But there you go. How's that?
What was your prediction for Ether?
I think Ether is going to be probably pushing closer to 15, 20.
Wow,
That's what I
this
think.
cycle.
I think so because I see. I mean, anyway, there's you look at Ether and there's so much more activity on there, and same thing with Tezos. I see a lot of activity, and I think that's essentially what's going to drive the prices. People go like, okay, there's a lot of good things, a lot of smart contracts. It's sort of growing. I think that's going to be the driver because that drives liquidity. That drives more sort of people get on the train and so on and so on and so on. I mean, the game is the same. It's what you used to do in institution with hedge funds. You pump and you dump. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you. I think ETH will definitely probably outperform by far. I would love to see a $15,000 to $20,000 ETH. That'd be amazing. I think it's possible. I definitely think a 10,000 ETH is definitely possible in this run. And I still think Bitcoin will hit 100K fairly easily this year.
Mm-hmm. Jokes aside.
Yeah, all jokes aside. I never joke. I'm never joking.
Not about this. Not about this. Not about this.
I have been wrong once or twice before, though. Man. Either way, but
Michael.
I was saying, talking about it earlier with my brother, and I was like, people get it's so short sighted. You see the numbers go up and then they come down, and you kind of lose sight that like just a year and a half ago, ETH was at like $100.
Yeah.
It's already been an amazing run up to this point.
Yeah, exactly. We've seen 4K, which is like
Yeah.
4 times more than the last cycle.
Yeah, absolutely. And then it comes down to like 27, and you feel like, oh man, it's so low right now. But
It's terrible. It's
if you
terrible.
zoom out a little bit, it's like you see that, man, it's been insane for the past like 10 months for ETH.
Yeah.
And Bitcoin.
Guys, Nikita, Roman, Robert, are you going to be back online, or that's it for today? So,
I need to jump into a meeting in 2 minutes, guys.
Okay, then follow Velas socials to find the research talks on Velas on the blockchain and AI implementation. They've been conducted for past 1 year, so it's a very deep, in-depth work, and the researchers were actually supported by real-world simulation backing up the theory as well. So it's not just a research paper. There were real tests in the real-world environment conducted. So I cannot wait to publish those. But for bigger selection and more in-depth blockchain news, visit velas.com/digest and tune in every Wednesday at 6 p.m. CET for the Velas Weekly Blockchain Digest here on Clubhouse, and join our house, the official Velas Club. I want to thank my co-host Pavel and Taui and all others and the guests. And my name is Sirli Valge once more, and thank you for listening.
Thank you, Shirley. You're always amazing. Thank you.
You're the best.
See you next week.
Bye.
Thank you. I'm here.
Thanks for joining.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.